Islam Sheikh doing about today. It's me, Arrington-Bey, your wife. It is July the 20th, 2021. Now I'm about to read, if you hear someone talking, they're playing chess across. So now I'm about to read the Constitution of 1787. I'm going to read Article 2, Section 1. Okay, well, I've read the Constitution several times, but if you don't use it or you don't read enough, you can't forget. So I'm rereading it and rereading and rereading. So Article 2, Section 1 says the executive power shall be vested in a president of the United States of America. He shall hold his office during the term of 4 years, and I need to say I'm at Whole Foods in Annapolis, Maryland. It's approximately 10 till 6 p.m. He shall hold his office during the term of 4 years, and together with the vice president, chosen for the same term. Let me read that again. The executive power shall be vested in a president of the United States of America. He shall hold his office during the term of 4 years, and together with the vice president, chosen for the same term. Be elected as follows. Each state shall appoint in such manner as the legislature thereof may direct a number of electors equal to the whole number of senators and representatives to which the state may be entitled in the Congress. But no senator or representative or person holding an office of trust or profit under the United States shall be appointed an elector. The electors shall meet in their respective states and vote by ballot for 2 persons, or whom one or less or least shall not be an inhabitant of the same state with themselves. And they shall make a list of all the persons voted for, and of the number of votes for each, which list they shall sign and certify and transmit sealed to the seat of the government of the United States, directed to the President of the Senate. Okay, and once again, if you hear someone, like a few moments ago, someone said "stay ho" or something like that, they're not. Imani and I, we don't know anybody in Annapolis, and we are among unnatural spirits, unclean, unnatural spirits in Annapolis, not just here but all over the earth. So they're not including the video. As a Moorish American, they're not including the video, and we separate ourselves from them, and this is why. We do. This is why we separate ourselves, because we are definitely not the same. They are with their kind, quarantined with their kind, and we are with ours. We don't need them, Islam, and so that should be stated. We don't need them. We don't need an unclean spirit. You would never see a Moorish American running, stalking, in their right state of mind over something that's unclean and unnatural, in their right state of mind. We don't need them. Okay, so let me continue. And since we are in connection to the earth, and we harmonize with the earth and the universe and the universe don't need them either, because we are in connection in spirit and thoughts in natural law, which I'm reading Organic Instrument now in reference to natural law. So in that, the earth and the universe don't need them as well. They just need to recycle the energy. Islam. and that's just truth. So let me continue. So the number of votes for each which list they shall sign and certify and transmit seal to the seat of the government of the United States, directed to the President of the Senate. The President of the Senate shall, in the presence of the Senate and the House of Representatives, open all the certificates, and the votes shall then be counted. The person having the greatest number of votes shall be the president, if such number be a majority of the whole number of electors appointed, and if, let me make sure, vision. Let's see, okay. Electors appointed. And if there be more than one who have such majority and have an equal number of votes, then the House of Representatives shall immediately choose by ballot one of them for president. And if no person has a majority, then for the 5 highest on the list, the said House shall in like manner choose the president, but in choosing the president, the vote shall be taken by states. The representatives from each state have 1 vote. A quorum for the purpose shall consist of a member or members from 2/3 of the state, and a majority of all the states shall be necessary to a choice. In every case, after the choice of the president, after the choice of the president, the person having the greatest number of votes of the electors shall be the vice president. But if there should remain 2 or more who have equal votes, the Senate shall choose from the ballot the vice president. Okay. The Congress may determine the time of choosing the electors and the day on which they shall give the votes, and which day shall be the same throughout the United States. No person except a natural-born citizen or a citizen of the United States at the time of the adoption of this Constitution shall be eligible to the office of president. Neither shall any person be eligible to that office who shall not have attained to the age of 35 years and been 14 years a resident within the United States. The case of the removal of the president from office or of his death, resignation, or inability to discharge the powers and duties of the said office, the same shall devolve on the vice president, and the Congress may by law provide for the case of removal, death. Oh, hold on something, my eye. Can you move out? Why are you over here?
Huh?
Why are you over here?
No, I don't.
Why are you over here?
I want.
Okay, why are you over here? Why are you over here?
Sorry.
Okay, thank you. Excuse me. Yeah, I just, I have never seen such odd behavior in my life. The guy, I think he was from Mexico. He had the name Luis. He said something about church. So anyway, I'm at Whole Foods in Annapolis, Maryland. I think he looks for Mexican or whatever. I don't know. He said something about church. I don't, we don't go to church. So anyway, let me continue. It is amazing. I have never seen odd behavior like this in my life, ever. People, when you are autonomous and you are in the spirit of freedom, there is no way in the world that someone would just approach you when you're reading and they don't know you, unless there's something wrong with you. Okay? They don't know you and they just approach you and just start like they have the right to approach you. So anyway, it's just like the black male at Whole Foods. Once again, just, anyway, let me finish because this is a great instrument of natural law. So anyway, the case of removal of the president from office or of the death, resignation, or inability to discharge the power and duties of the said office, the same shall devolve on the vice president, and the Congress may by law provide for the case of removal, death, resignation, or inability. Both of the president and vice president declaring what officer shall then act as president, and such officer shall act accordingly until the disability be removed or a president shall be elected. The president shall, at stated times, receive for his services a compensation which shall neither be increased nor diminished during the period for which he shall have been elected. I gotta read that again. So the president shall, at stated times, receive for his services, a compensation which shall neither be increased nor diminished during the period for which he shall have been elected, and he shall not receive within that period any other emolument from the United States or any of them before he enter on the execution of his office. Okay, he shall take the following oath or affirmation. Okay, oaths are for non-mores. Affirmations are for mores. I do solemnly swear to or affirm, and this is why the Constitution has the word oath or affirm, because it's the oath are for non-mores, and to affirm is for a more. That I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States and will do the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. So anyway, that is the U.S.A. Constitution of Article 2, Section 1. And once again, everywhere you go, you have odd behavior. But what makes it so interesting is Annapolis has the United States Navy, Army, and base here. So you would think if you have such authoritative position that's present, like they come in Burger King all the time, there would be a certain manner of behavior that would be known or demonstrated from a city, okay? All right, especially if you are, if these authoritative positions are trained for combat, to protect and serve the citizens. Okay, so that is what makes it interesting to, for me to experience some of these behaviors from, I don't know if they've been naturalized or not, the people in Annapolis, especially with the Navy, the Army, and the Marine, the base, and then you have the police here, because a lot of the police have military connection. So there is a certain behavior in reference to protect and serve you would think a city would have a reputation for. It's wrong.